We'll see if anyone comes in. I'll give it a few minutes. I don't know how to start this off, but I'm gonna just do my best. So, hang on a minute. I'd like to see. What a funny day today. Which started yesterday evening actually. Ooh. And that was a picture that was in the on the front. I've just been re-going over my art again because as I said, art is magical. Oh, look at that. I've just had a soup. I've not had soup for ages, but I've not had anything to eat yet, so hi Si. Yeah, I'm just going to wait for a few people to say hi, and then I'm going to start with I'll just speak and see how it comes out, because a lot of things have just synced up again today for me personally in my life. Well, I do share that is going on. Hi Rainbow Wizard. So the 6 in, 2 saying hi. I'm just going to have a couple of sips of my soup before I start, but woo, what a weird evening last night. And a weird, well, not a weird morning, but let's gather my thoughts a minute. So anyway, afternoon. What have I cooked to? Well, when was I on yesterday? Yesterday, I don't even know when it was. Was it more afternoon? Yeah, so whatever I was waffling on about. And then yesterday evening, late evening, yeah, last couple of days been weird, yeah. Energy's a bit like, but sorry men, but it's moon day for me, if you get what I'm saying, and it happened last night, so I felt quite drained, because I do on the first 2 days of that cycle, and I just feel dead like roof. It just saps a lot of energy at me. So last night I got on top of my bed, because that's sometimes where, when I just go and chill out, I look out the window and I'll start drawing, which I'll show you what I did. I think I showed you this morning, but anyway, for the people who weren't there this morning. So I just thought, right, Janine, you know, you're feeling a bit tired and a bit like weird with like, I can't even explain it. Just, it was because my mum rang me and said something. Now, my mum's been trying to sort some stuff out here, and she's good and everything, and she's a lovely woman, but there's that thing of, we buffer with each other, because she's very in the muggle world, not with everything, but a lot. So we never connect over certain conversations we have, and she's having it again. So obviously, whatever. But we always have the clash, and she's always overthinking as well. So I'm always trying to tell her, stop overthinking. And she's quite controlling, like some parents are, like we are sometimes, and then forget, me and myself sometimes. So she'd said something last night about this. I can't even remember what it was, but it was a control factor again. And it was to do with my crafting as well, because she just doesn't, hi John, she just doesn't see what the thing is with me painting or making jewellery or anything no, because she just doesn't. So it put me in a bit of a like I say, you don't let people bother you, but sometimes when it's your family, you do want them to understand. And this is why it's so hard in these times now, with what's going on and people falling out with the families and certain stuff, because they're not seeing eye to eye on certain things. So anyway, can't remember what it was she said, but it brought the tone down a little bit, because then I started thinking about something which I don't normally do, and I was like, and then I was in that sort of energy of like, can't really be bothered now, don't even know if I want to feel like watching anything, wasn't sure what to do, so I thought I'm going to go and draw. But I kept saying to myself, but it's all right, because you're allowed to be in that, like I said, because I was a bit on my moon day, low in energy. So I just thought, just go and chill out. Maybe go to bed early if that's what happens. I say that, then sometimes I don't. And then just chill. And then see what tomorrow is. So today, it's nothing bad. It's just saying, that energy, but then this will make you laugh as well. So today I got up and it's raining as usual, taking Finn to school, blah, 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 blah. And then I was still feeling a bit tired because my moon day does make me feel like that. Sorry guys, makes me feel like that, and I know I can get a bit more cranky with things. So then my mum's ringing me again first thing in the morning, going on about this thing, and then she was going on about something else that I've always told her not to go on about because it winds me up, but she chose to still talk about it. And then I told her not to talk about it, and she still started talking about it, and I was like, right, so obviously I was getting a bit cranky. Hi Julie, because it's moon day. And I had to tell her after, I'm really sorry, I love you and everything, boys. Blah, 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 blah. And I was trying to get out the door because I was going to the supermarket and it was raining and everything. I just thought, I want to get out, get in there, in the Zombieville. That's what I call my supermarket. Zombieville, So, anyway, whatever. But I did pick up a book in the morning when I was in the craft room because I saw a book shoved in a thing. I thought, oh yeah, that book, I keep meaning to look in that. Picked it up, Archangel Guide to Ascension, and I was like, oh yeah, I need to look in that. Left it on my bed. Thought I'll come back, have a nosy through that when I have a brew as I'm sort of coming round after I've dropped Finn off, start my day, and a card pull and all that. And then I saw something in the book. No, I saw something in the book before I went out. I thought I've got to tell you guys after because it's part of my path personally. And then I'm walking around the supermarket, a bit infuriated with what my mum had said, but trying to calm down, thinking, it's just this, and it's just because I was reflecting, I was feeling, a bit drained of energy, and she's just like a big massive thinker. When I get back, I'll, say, oh, sorry about that, blah, blah. Walking around the supermarket. And the song comes on, nothing stays the same, do-do-do-do-do-do, and I thought, no, it doesn't, and it's not going to stay the same because we're moving to another dimension, people, I've been saying about positivity, even though I'm feeling a bit less energetic today because of that, but that's okay because it is Venus Day today, Friday, and I think, that's to do with pleasure, enjoyment, relationships, cooperation, erotic love, sexual desires, beauty, romance, attraction, love, and art and music. I'm just looking at my book because it just makes me laugh because it says Pisces, romance, and we know new moon in Pisces is coming up. Romance flows, inspiring a sense of devotion to loved ones and a need for magic in a relationship. You can be transported by music, but I also think because Venus is known for love, to me, it's also self-love. Remember that self-love. So my self-love today is, it's all right. I'm having a bit of a slow day today. That's fine because that's what we've all got to remember. The sun's out now. That's fine. That's what we've always got to remember. So I'm not going to, be like, oh, I'm having a bit of a slower day today. That's fine. But that song came on. Yeah. Well... look, you've just reminded me, I think you and Phil should do a duet. I think we should. Or take the mic, it'd be really funny. Yeah, you never know. It was really funny when he talked about the elephant painting. But what I'm trying to say was, that song came on, Nothing Stays the Same. Now, I'm quite a high vibing person. It doesn't mean shit doesn't happen. Like I said, I was feeling a bit low yesterday evening. And a bit today as in energy, not low in, I feel sad, just a bit, and then I'm thinking, it's all right, just rest, just have a slow day today, it doesn't matter. Have a slow weekend. But what I'm trying to say is, all the stuff I've been talking about, and then you've got people who are saying positivity isn't good, when we all know it is. The new Chiron videos just came out 11 hours ago, and I was like, see, if you're talking about cycles, everyone goes, nothing new under the sun, nothing new under the sun. Yeah, we know, but there is something new under the sun because this has never happened before. And if you go and listen to that video, I'm going to play a bit of it. It's brilliant. This is why we keep saying about the movements that have come in and people think it's the same movements as before. No, it's not. Yes, there is shit going on that looks like the same as before, but when you even get past that, this has never been done before. We're coming from the old structures, as I keep saying. If you are a person that keeps spouting out about the same things that happened before, and there's nothing changing, and the dark side is winning because they've always been there, because even my fella said that, and I'm like, no, they're not. It is not the same. This energy you go and listen to that video, you'll get all of it, is not the same. It's not going to be the same because that structure's falling. And if you say it is, and you're talking about the old, how would you say it? What do people say from that side? A doom and gloom brigade, I call them. It's still the old thing. Nothing's really changing. They just want you to think it is because it's in control. No, that is the wrong way of thinking. And when you speak like that, you're speaking that back into existence, you know? And I've always said that. I've always said that. It's part of that control. Absolutely. How lucky are we to be here at this time in history? Cheers to that with me soup. Yeah. Exactly, Rainbow Wizard. I don't think that's what people don't get. Yes, I understand why a lot of people have stayed back in that paradigm. I've spoke to people in the past who have gone, no, you just think it's that. They want you to think it's that. They want you to think you've won and you're winning, but really, it's not. It's the same old thing. You don't understand. It's never going to change. They're just taking over. They're just making you feel like you've got freedom. What? Archangel Michael, I'm glad you're in the house because wait till you hear about what I'm about to say now. Anyway, I'm just going to play a bit of the Chiron video because they're long, they're beautiful, but you can go and check it out yourself. It's on Above Duality. Now, I've got something to say as well. I'm just going to play a bit of it because you can check it out yourself if you wish to. And then I'm going to go into the next bit of the chat. That's why we say if you want to see the change, you have to be the change. Stop talking about old structures because that is falling away. This has never been done before. Right, ever. Not this bit, not how we're doing it. Right, so people want to sit in doom and gloom, sit in it. I don't choose to. So I'll just go in at hang on.
And slow, and they're about to have an awakening.
Oh yes, they are.
Light.
Just take it back to 19 minutes in or something for a little bit.
With compassion and love and beauty. Use common sense.
Hang on.
Who is God? With the image of God you are.
Image of God we are.
Is the human being.
Whoop.
Rewrite who God is. And see it from the breath of birth as a parent that is so divine that there is only love, no matter what you do.
That tingles
only help and benevolence, no matter what you do. With free choice, you can do anything. But when you have the free choice to see who God is inside, it all starts changing. And you start to see the beauty that has always been there. Not the judgment.
The beauty that's all there, that's in everything and everywhere, omnipresent.
Impossible for God to judge you. Do you realize that you have made God dysfunctional?
You use God as a physical, here as a person, like, and it's all that, everyone's judging.
A human being would not do to its children what you believe God is doing to you.
It's like my mum's very in the muggle world. She judges me on what I do, like art, like that isn't a thing, like that isn't, why would you be doing this out in the garden? Why shouldn't you be going cleaning or doing this or whatever? Like, you shouldn't be judging me on that. I'm your daughter as well. You should be judging me on what I'm bringing, not the thing that I'm not doing that she thinks I should be doing.
Think about it. And then awaken to a truth that is magnificent.
But I love her. Even in her ways. I love her in her ways. You know, because I see what she is. She is a beautiful woman with a beautiful soul. She's just a bit controlling. But I know that she is, that isn't her really. That's the control. That's the programming, because I've said this before, her mum was like that. And her mum and her mum's mum was probably like that. We're breaking all them chains, because that's what they've been programmed in certain ways. Like, you should be doing this, you should grow up to be this, this and this, this and this. So, you know.
And filled with compassion and love and beauty. Use common sense. Who is God? That was number 4.
And these people who are putting out doom and gloom, listen to this, it's all in there.
Number 5. Darkness is in control.
Listen to this. When people say, well, darkness is in control. No, it's not. It's in control of you. a person, these people who are putting the badness out all the time, as we know, but that's in people here as well as in keep talking about the same structures.
Well, it has been. And the darkness has
been.
Humans. That was number 4. Number 5. Darkness is in control. Well, it has been.
Not within me, it's not.
And the darkness has been humans, personified in free choice to be dark. You have seen it in the wars. You've seen it all through humanity. When a human decides to go dark, all manner of people come with them. And they become your controllers and your masters, and you don't even know it. Because you can't get ahead, remember? Darkness has always been in control. And they have been. Human race has been manipulated.
As we know.
Into wars. For money. You know that. The human race has been manipulated all through its existence by those who wanted to. And were powerful. And greedy enough to go along with the others. And that is the paradigm that you know and you remember and you sense is there. And that was the old, and it's not happening now to this degree. Oh, there are some who still believe it is, and they're about to have an awakening. Because light is winning.
Yeah.
Darkness is no longer in control of this planet.
No.
And if you think it is, what happened in the 80s when you didn't get your war? What happened when you turned the corner and you did not have the Armageddon in the year 2000? What happened in 2012 with the celebration of passing the Barker and humanity started to awakening with light? That is not an earth controlled by the dark. And yet, it's still ingrained in you, isn't it?
Seen a lot of people like that.
Have you ever met with even those who are what you would call metaphysical? And the first thing they would tell you is the conspiracies of who has done what to whom and who is in control. Because it is still there in their psyche, because that's the paradigm they're used to. Never has before. And you will never think again the darkness is in control. There are those who will hear this channel and say, Cryan is like a Pollyanna channel. Everything is just fine. Did I really say that? Cryan is a Pollyanna channel because everything is going to be sunny and there's going to be plenty of light. Dear ones, that is the prophecy of the ancients. But they didn't say it was going to happen in a time frame that you want. You are beginning a journey into light. And that is going to excite the darkness. You know that, don't you?
No, it does.
As you pull out the tools.
Mine's been exciting, the darkness.
They're going to be frightening to a darkness that has been in control. And there will be institutions that will fight you. There will be so many who are used to the darkness who won't understand what's happening, and slowly they will lose ground, and you will then understand what I'm saying. Understand. But if you sit there unaware that you won't get ahead, that darkness is in control, that you're unworthy, nothing will happen. In closing, I'm going to tell you two things. The old soul has the wisdom to pull this off.
Oh, yes.
But the old soul will also have the challenge of dropping the bias of the old deceptions.
Oh, yes.
The youngsters just coming in will not have the bias.
They won't have it.
And they will look at some of you and actually say to themselves, what is wrong with you?
Yep. Why are you so happy?
They've they've never experienced that which is unworthy. The goals they have for the future are bright. They see only what they can create. And they look at you wallowing in the corner, worrying about everything. The youth have the perception without the experience. So, old soul, it's about time you learned how to drop the old so you could lead the way.
Yeah.
This is what is at hand at the moment, on this planet, at the moment, right now. Changing even as I channel. The battle for dark and light is at hand. We told you it was coming. There can be no more fence sitters, and light is winning.
No more
Very
fence
easy to
sitters.
say. Now go discover it.
Oh, please go and check that out on Above Duality. And the lovely Indigo Ray sent me that. I try to keep up with their channel, but I sometimes forget. But I have shared a few of those. But yeah, and I saw Rainbow Wizard say thanks for sharing because you needed it. I needed that this morning because, like I said, if you've just come in, can't see because the sun. I've just done. Oh, it's too sunny. Hang on. Sorry, sun. I'll have to block you out a minute because it's sunny. The sun's come out. Right. So what I was trying to say was, I just chucked that out there because, like I said, I was feeling a bit really tired last night because it's moon day for me, guys. Sorry, but I'll just call it that. And today, because normally the first 2 days makes me feel like really not low in energy like I'm sad, just tired. But when I get tired, I get a bit more cranky. So, yes. Oh, and just before I start on the next bit, I've just treated myself to this in supermarket because I was after one. But one had cups with it. This didn't have a cup with it. It was just a teapot. But it's the teapot where you put your loose teas in there. So this is green tea and Manuka honey. So I thought, sod that. You know, I've been after one. It's Venus Day today. I'm going to treat myself to one and a new mug because I am absolutely obsessed with mugs, and this is purple. I have different mugs to make me feel. It's dead funny because I saw someone on YouTube the other day saying the exact same thing, and she was witchy. She was like, I have different mugs on depending on how I'm feeling, so that one's got soup in it. and this one's a new one. So I just thought, sod that. I'm treating myself to that because I have that little owl thing that sits inside, you put loose teas in. And then I treated myself to some new socks because I have a sock monster and I never seem to have, these won't last 5 minutes, I never seem to have matching socks, or they just all seem to disappear, you know, into another dimension, socks. So I just saw these socks on the side, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Not that I don't know what day it is, but then again, I don't know what day it is, so these might remind me if I put them on the right days, which I probably won't. You know, when I said the other day, I miss a week out, I just have to look at my socks and know what day it is. But they just made me smile from the sock rack because they've got these funny little faces on. So I just thought, I'm having them. They're Fridays, so I'm going to have to put these on. I'm having them because they were just smiling at me, giving me a bit of a giggle from afar. So I thought, oh, I need some socks. I actually need some socks. Socks that always disappear. So, anyway, like I said, walking around the supermarket and the song comes out. What was it? Oh, what song did I say it was? Changes. Nothing stays the same. No, nothing does stay the same. So I thought, right, get back into that good frequency. Got sent that video. I was like, yeah. And then the book that I found, I was like, oh, let's just read to the tubies. Now, I've been bringing in a lot of myself, and just bear with me if you're not into all this, Archangel Michael energy. And a lot of people I talk to behind the scenes who are into Archangel Michael energy know exactly what I'm talking about. The lovely Paul Boys has got Archangel Michael energy as well. Now, I haven't looked at this book properly yet, but I just thought, oh yeah, something took me to this page. But we've all seen the blue picture of the face, and I said it was my Archangel Michael, even though some people are like, oh my God, it's scary. It's like, that message wasn't for you, it's for me. And I've been getting a lot of it. And if you've seen the orbs lately and the one I put last night, sometimes when it goes to YouTube, it's not as bright because it's like they downplay it or something, but they were dead bright. Blue energy, yellow energy, they were really, really fast. That's why I know certain energies are coming in, because I see it. So anyway, listen to this. Me on my path with my Archangel Michael energy, and then I read this and I'm like, oh, yeah, well, that totally makes sense to me on my journey. Right, let me just find it. So, I was like, oh. Right, are you ready? I'm just going to read you out of this Archangel Michael energy. It's the end of the world as we know it. Well, the end of the world as they know it. Ah! I don't know what that laugh was. Anyway, yeah, right, so Archangel Michael. Now, this is me reading this going, oh, with the things that have been going on with me. You know, and I don't talk about all of it on here, but Archangel Michael in chat, you're going to laugh at this when I get to the bit where it says you're going to laugh. Hi, Crystal Fizz. Archangel Michael is the best known figure in the archangel realms. Since the dawn of humanity, he has inspired souls to live a higher life by beaming, I'm like, oof, strength, courage and truth into them. Yeah. He has tirelessly protected the frequency of human beings on this planet. And this has been very necessary while we have been living on a plane of duality. His task now is to eliminate us. So not eliminate us. Are you going to laugh on this bit? Well, maybe some people at the other end. No, that isn't his task. His task now is to illuminate us at a fifth dimensional level. As this happens, our belief systems will transform. Then we will be able to protect ourselves with our own inner power. Yes. Remember, I'm looking at this from my path, and I know a lot of you are going to resonate. Archangel Michael is overlighting Canada. And that's funny because I'm sure the guy above duality is from Canada as well, and there's a few of you in there. And Archangel Michael in chat, I believe, is from, aren't you, from that way? Canada and North America. And I'm not surprised. Surprised. And his response, this is what made me laugh, and is responsible for the angelic light that he has placed strategically in the ground throughout these countries. This light is positioned within the grids and is specifically programmed to illuminate the web of light around the planet in a harmonious way. This will accelerate the rate at which we wake up spiritually. I thought you were in Canada. In the glorious fifth dimension reality, the new frequencies will fully support our belief in self-sufficiency. We will know that we are safe at all times, protected by our inner light. As we develop our personal power, you know, that self-development I've been talking about, Archangel Michael will always be there to shield us. When our light is strong enough and we trust and believe we are safe, we will be. Yes, I do. Archangel Michael's sword of truth. Do you remember when you've seen me draw the woman with a sword? I don't know if you remember. I've got it in one of my books somewhere. The sword does, to me, it does signify truth, and it signifies cutting through bullshit as well. And sword in the tarot is to do with air, ethers, air, spirit, all that sort of stuff. Heavens. The inspiration to stand out in our own power, well, I do, speak our truth and lead others toward the blazing light of their own magnificence. That's what I've been saying. You do your inner work, and that is getting you to go to your own magnificence. At a fifth dimensional level, we are self-reliant and continuously generating our own reality. What you put out is what you get back. Then we hold our own sword of truth. Exactly, and that's what I was saying before. Can't see chat at the minute. You know, what Chiron's just said. if you're talking about the old programming all the time and you're saying, oh, woe is me, and there's nothing here, and there's nothing new under the sun, it's the same thing, there's no positivity, well, you're feeding into that again. Archangel Michael now stands with us, empowering us as we have raised our own frequencies. His higher vibrations can now be perceived as a lighter vibration of the same colour. Yeah, that's what's been happening to me. I'll have to read chats in a minute. So they are no longer deep blue, but royal blue, containing red energy that we need to use, help us take action for the light. When I've been talking about action behind it. He is currently helping us to bring our throat chakras into higher frequencies where we can be totally honest. The 75% of humanity, when 75% of humanity does this, the great wave of awareness will push us into the fifth dimension. Michael will then empower the leaders of the future to set up the fifth dimensional structures that will take us into the golden age. Every one of us has incarnated with certain levels of strength and courage that we have earned during our lifetime. Archangel Michael is helping us manifest these in our everyday life by rebalancing and restructuring our energy fields. As soon as he sees that we are ready, he presents us with tests. No shit, Sherlock. We need to bring these energies full into our consciousness. Then he leads us onto our path of Christ consciousness, carrying his sword of truth. This is what made me laugh. Archangel Michael is an incredible alchemist. Now, Archangel in the chat, now I know. Archangel Michael is an incredible alchemist and a mathematician who works with the geometric structures of all dimensions. His influence spreads throughout all the universes. He co-creates with Archangel Metatron. Together, they create sacred geometry structures infused with the light language that contains specific sounds, and this solidifies matter into reality. This is how these archangels enable physical manifestation to take place. It is how new stars and planets are created. It also applies to the powerful forms that we send out that create our reality, which is always what I'm banging on about every single day of my life. Archangel Michael provides the halos source codes. That might be wrong, actually. Halos source codes that are the keys of life. These energies from the sun. Oh yes, get that sun in, baby. Let me shift again. Get a bit of sun in. I'll just have to be blinded by the sun. Hi, I'll say hi to everybody, and Lois has put Chiron in chat. Where was I? I'm still going. The sun are activating us now. So Archangel Metatron, that's why I've also said getting the sun. Metatron takes the thoughts of source as well as our powerful thoughts and desires and projects them into the reality of our world. Then Archangel Michael solidifies the geometry, I can never say that word, of this into living matter. Commander Ashtar is in charge of the intergalactic fleet that patrols Earth and the outer rim of our galaxy. And it's really funny because I don't know if John Benny's in, but he said he saw a UFO this morning. Some people don't like all that chat about the galactics and all that. I just see it as a different way of saying things because, to me, when you say intergalactic, galactic, whatever, that's the higher energies, because we have 7 chakras and we have more above that, which are galactic, which I see that as heavenly, galactic, that's how I personally see it. But that's me. The fleet protects this space to enable the flow of light from source to continue freely onto our planet. Commander Ashtar therefore works closely with Archangel Michael, who forces are ensuring the uninterpreted ascension process of Earth. I just see a lot of things as energy in myself, I know we put names and things on things, but that's just the way it is. Because Archangel Michael is holding an aspect of the fifth dimensional blueprint. I was talking about blueprints the other day. What blueprint? Thereby power and control are replaced by unified love, sharing and cooperation. He is also enabling new businesses, structures to rise on Earth, and that will be happening. That's why I'm saying schools and all that and things in the end will be what we want them to be. He is also enabling new business structures to arise on Earth. We are already seeing his influence in the collapsing of the old paradigm within the economy business. pharmaceuticals, schooling, healthcare, industry and government as we move into the new paradigm. And if you've not seen that, I don't know where you're at. Archangel Michael's twin flame is Archangel Faith. Now, I love this because I'm always going on about faith, and it's a woman in here, faith. If you haven't got no faith, you haven't really got anything. That's faith within yourself. When you connect with her energy, she gives you such clarity of purpose and utter trust that you feel supported and know all is in divine order. Well, it is. This is what I've been saying. As we manifest, as we manifest the wishes of the higher self, which we're always banging on about, the archangel energy within us becomes apparent in our life. We carry within us Archangel Michael's qualities of strength and courage, as well as the energy of peaceful warrior of love. And I've got that in my book in a minute. The true leader of vision and power who helps and protects all those striving to live at the higher level. Boom. I mean, I just spat my tea out this morning. And then it goes on about Archangel and the throat chakra. Archangel Michael is in charge of the throat chakra and all sentient beings. No wonder I talk a lot. As our throat chakra radiates the wonderful royal blue of the fifth dimension, we start to connect with the wisdom of Mercury and its ascended aspect. Telephony, I don't know if that's supposed to telepathy. Then we can access wisdom from the golden era of Atlantis. In addition, we will communicate with angels and masters of the gold ray. Well, that's funny because, like I said, this is my path I'm talking about. I've had golden rays in, I've had golden flickers and golden orbs as well. And for those who've been watching me and seeing them, you've seen them. Gold ray, which carries the Christ light of unconditional love, as well as the wisdom of the universe, and have a telepathic connection with all species of animals and extraterrestrial beings. When we can communicate with animals, this is how we enrich our life and enable the animals to be on their own ascension path with more freedom. I was going to bring Nana in the show today, and I was going to go and sit in there, and she'll come and sit on me. She'll come on my arm now. I'll do it another time when I'm in there because I'm in here because it's warmer and she's a bit screechy. So I'm going to get her out after, but I will bring her in. And she's a yellow bird, isn't she? Gold yellow. Birds, angel, just anyone on my drift. Through the gold ray, we will receive downloads to our throat chakra that will enable us to communicate the language of light, which carries the ascension information for the world. Furthermore, we will be able to feel the energy of the angels. Well, I have. As we connect with the wisdom of the golden era of Atlantis, Archangel Michael will oversee the facets of information that become available to us. He will enable us to spread this with the courage to see who are ready for it, which will boost our ability to speak our truth. Archangel Michael's reset is in, I think it says Banff or something, Canada, over the sacred Blue Lake. Louise in the mountains, if you wish to visit there. Yeah, it's just gone about there, but you can go there in your meditation. So I just needed to get that out because that's well lifted my spirits today. As you can tell, I've gone whoop because I was a bit like this morning and late last night just because, like I said, it was a bit of a moon day and something my mum said when she's controlling, I'm just like, I am not listening to it. And I said to my fella, I can't be doing when she's talking like this. And he's like, I know, you've just got to listen to it. But sometimes I think, no, people have got to take responsibility. I have to say to my mum, and I guess I have to take responsibility for how I speak to her sometimes, but she's also got to take responsibility for listening to me and saying, I don't want to listen to that and that. Can you please not do it because you're putting me in not a good mood? And then it don't put her in a good mood, blah, 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 blah. People need to take responsibility on both sides. I don't think it's just one side. But what I'm trying to say is, if anyone gets what I'm trying to say is, my path that I'm on has brought me to that. You've heard me talking about Archangel Michael recently this year, and that's the energy I've been getting in, and that's the energy that comes in when I'm in my bedroom. There is I get a blue wave as well. It's not just the orbs. So hi everyone in chat, I'll give you all a shout out in a minute. And that book, I got it a few months back and I've not got into it yet, and I just felt, what was that book by Diana Cooper and Tim Wilde? And I'm like, and then I read that bit out about, I didn't read all the angels, I just read the Archangel Michael bit out, and I was like, that's what I've been getting. That's the message I've been getting inside of me. So therefore, I'm working with Archangel Michael energy. People can sit there and laugh and, naysayers in the background watching. The lurkers. Not the lurkers, the other lurkers. But like I said, it's me on my path, sharing my path. Someone else might be getting something else in, or maybe not, or whatever. But for me personally, what I'm sharing is wow, just wow. Something else happened today as well, and I thought that there's another connection. There's another connection. Oh my god. Ugh. Oh really? Organic? That's not good. Lurking lurkers. Yeah, you got the lurkers who are the nice lurkers that are just chilling out, relaxing, and then you've got the lurkers in the dark. You know. What's Dolly talking about now? Oh, and then I guess I need to put this on, don't I? Because that just sounded like a witch's laugh, didn't it? So it would be more like, ah, I know. Do you know what I mean? Oh, gotta have a laugh. But oh yeah, so that was the picture. This was the so when I go back into my artwork, as I said, artwork's very magical. Janine, exactly everything you're saying. It's I mean, some of you may be having the same thing if we're connecting up with the same energy, but I just think it's amazing. So yeah, that was the picture I did before I saw Valerian film. I was like, oh my god. But what did I just say about? Oh yeah, the Light Warrior. I don't know if JP's in, but JP will remember this from a few years ago when I did this, and I asked what shall I make a collage of, and I think JP said a Light Warrior. Well, there's the Warrior of Light that I did ages ago. Out of the magazine, I drew a face and put all this in, but she has a shield of love, a moral compass, the sword is a flower, and she's got the butterflies, transformation and love, and we're like angel wings on her boots, but she's got wings, but it's not the same, because we know it's a spiritual war, it's not the same war as like we're fighting with, though that side are trying to put it out with guns and stuff, this, that and the other. It's with our light and our love, civil, you know, none of this screaming and shouting is going to get us anywhere, because that is an old way. But yeah, that was a few years ago. And things manifest from before. Things can manifest from 6 months before or a year before of what you were putting out. That's why you got to be so careful now what you are putting out. And with the new moon coming in Pisces on the 13th, I can't bloody wait, because I'll tell you about that in a minute and what you can be doing. But is anyone on the same wavelength? Because I'm like, fucking hell, like, oh my god, you just put me up in the greatest energy of all. And some of you have got getting my oils, which I'm happy about. Some of you in chat, and somebody has just asked about this, which I better move before I drop a drink on it. Just get my socks out the way. Oh, there's your lovely indigo razor. Oh yeah, these are the nice little cups of tea I got. Just let me move this off the table before I drop something on it. Yeah, someone's been asking about this, and I said, yeah, it's not finished yet, but, you know, the earth energy. Oh, she might be going to a new home, but she's not finished. I've got so many paintings now. An indigo raised elephant, which Red Pill Phil was talking about last night, which is hilarious, you know, because it's got my energy in it. But I've had to order this little white thing and this little spray thing, so I've got to wait for them to come now anyway. So didn't realise I didn't have them. What was all that about UFOs this morning? But I don't know. Oh, what John was saying something about he saw a UFO this morning. But like I said, people are seeing different things. When you're open to, some people say, well, I don't see this. It's like, you might not be open to that. You might be open to something else. And then I'll say, well, I see this, but I don't see that. Or people say, I see things in the clouds and in the sky, but people don't. Everyone's open to something. And the more you tune into it, like I've been working with the, you know, I'll just call them angel energies that are coming in, and the more I've been aligning and speaking and having these conversations within me with that energy, the more it's been coming in. Hence, with the Archangel Michael and everything sort of funny enough with the blue on there, just making more sense. And people that I've connected with, even like Paul Boyes and people like that, they're connected to like, it's just like, oh my god, you just wake up and think. So it's put me in a right good, it's zooped my energy right back up again. Oh, Red Phil Pill was so funny when he was talking about the elephant. It's like, it's looking at me. He was taking the mic that he's funny like that. It was dead funny. But yeah, what I'm trying to say is, I don't even know what I'm trying to say now. I've just gone. It's just, it's amazing. And I'll probably still go back after and I'll have a bit of a slumpy day today. And I'm going to have a bit of a slumpy day. Oh, yeah, because the new moon in Pisces. What you're supposed to be doing on a new moon is, and it's really funny as well, but then again, it's not funny because it's how everything aligns up. Yeah, I love the pot, yeah. I'll have a look in chat in a minute. Right, the sun's in my eyes again. Right. It was making me laugh because yesterday I started thinking about me, where I'm going, what I'm doing, blah, 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 blah. And I don't normally think like that, but this energy came in. But then again, with new moon in Pisces coming on the 13th, now is a good time to start thinking about what you want to bring in, why that new moon's coming in. And then on the what I'm going to be doing on the night of the new moon in Pisces, I'm going to be writing down, that's why I say journal, what it is that I want to bring in and what I'm letting go of, because the new moon is for that, is to let go of the shit you don't want. And the new moon is, I think it's the last one, to bring in the new that's going to come into the new now. As we are going into the new, we're coming away from the old structures to release. So if you can think of, manifest on the 13th. Yeah, it's to manifest on the 13th. So it's not about anybody else, it's about you and what you want to manifest in. And I got a good thing on here, I'll just read it out to you. It's just, but that is what, if you know about the moons and that, you can bring in, you use certain power of the moon. Did I draw a picture? To manifest. On this picture that I drew last night when it was in bed, put the moon there and I put moon magic, draw the energy of the moon with your intentions. Right, this is why that side no, but we're not doing it for that side. So let's see. The new moon is the last moon of our current astrology year, and it's working powerfully with the spring equinox to pave the way for spring's new beginnings. This is why I was saying, this picture I did the other year, it's very important. It's your new beginning. It's this new beginning, proper new beginning, not this old structures. Oh, the old structures are just cycling in, they're coming back in again. No, they're not. And I was just reading this and I thought, it said about journaling, and I thought, well, that's what I talk about. We are in for an incredibly powerful few weeks over this lunar cycle as the new moon begins the unraveling process of letting go, what we've been talking about, or letting go of what is completed and clearing this space to allow the new to come in. If you want new to come in, you've got to release all the other crap. Also, it doesn't just go like, oh, the 13th and then that's it, oh no, I've missed that time. No, it's rippling in now, and on the 13th that energy will still be going for a few weeks, so you can still keep putting it out there and remembering. This dreamy new moon is going to give you the ability to vision and dream the future that you want for yourself. It's going to connect you to your highest wisdom and guidance and soul. The Pisces moon is going to take you to the highest heights of spiritual understanding of your life and show you the bigger picture of your life from your soul's perspective. Not your human side, your soul. The moon wants you to create the space for all the new beginnings that are coming under the new moon, and for the next few weeks we are going to be asked to live completely mirroring nature, and just like nature can't grow anything in the hard old soil that is filled with weeds. I've talked about that before, about pulling the weeds out, because if you don't pull the weeds out in your garden, they'll overtake and it'll become quite dark and the other flowers won't be able to grow. This moon is in the final stages of the last sign of the zodiac, Pisces, which is highly spiritual. It's going to finally bring you closer to those things that you have been so ready for. The heights of spiritual understanding of your life. And this moon is at the final stages of the last sign. Oh, what bit am I reading out there? Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Am I going the wrong way? Pisces is a water sign, so this moon is going to force you to listen to your raw, sensitive emotions and find your way through the turmoil to a new beginning. We're going from the turmoil to a new beginning. The Pisces new moon always falls, it's just saying when it always falls for. It makes sense that this new moon is always about closing chapters, starting fresh and creating new goals. So what you should be doing is getting a book and writing your goals down as this new moon's coming in and what you're releasing and letting go. Yeah, this is in the final stages of the last sign of the zodiac. It's going to finally bring you closer to the things you have been so ready to close for a long time. Then you can do rituals, or on a Pisces new moon. The new moon needs you to clear out your mind and life and make space for the new. Once you've managed to do this, you can move into the exciting new stage of your life. It's not always easy to let go, let yourself move forward, but there are a few rituals you can perform to help you, and that's affirmations, which I'm always talking about. Affirmations are positive, not negative, positive statements that can help you to overcome negative thoughts or patterns in your life. Setting and repeating these affirmations can help you to believe that what you are saying is true, and you will start to make positive changes with the belief behind it, by the way. The new moon is the perfect time to create and repeat affirmations to use throughout the entire upcoming lunar cycle. Start reprogramming your mind. Trying to save more. Oh yeah, there's just a thing, yeah, blah, 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 blah. And then you can also use sage. You've got all that going on. And journaling. Well, I always bang on about journaling because that's what I do. Use the day to reflect. This is what I just said. I've just been reflecting last night and today. That's why I was in a really weird mood this morning. Reflecting. Use the day. So on the 13th, use the day to reflect on the year that has gone. Because we're going into springtime, this is a real new year. What have you accomplished, or what have you failed to achieve that you still want to? How can you get back on track? Journaling, which involves jotting down your thoughts and emotions around the following questions. What feels like it's unraveling for you right now? What are you finally ready to let go of? What is no longer serving you, your soul? How are you ready to allow yourself to expand and grow? That's what I've been banging on about day after day after day after day. And it's good to journal to get it out. Can you see the lessons and blessings in the difficult times? Can you see how you've grown? Oh my God, this is what I talk about all the time, because this is what the lunar cycles are for anyway. The different phases that come in are to do different things. So, haven't I said it's about expansion and growth? What's not helping you grow? What's going to help you grow? Can you see your growth? I can see my growth because I write it down on a journal, in journals, writing and art. And I've also seen my growth because for me, I'm on YouTube, I've got a platform and I can see it myself. Can you allow yourself to believe that everything had a purpose and a plan? Yes, because that's what I go on about, because it does. Sage. Burning sage is a really useful way to get out of a negative mindset and start afresh. It's just, everything's just bing, 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 ping, 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 ping. I'm like, exactly. And that's what we're here to do, especially with this new moon coming up and going into spring, is your rebirth. And that whole structure's going. So I just wanted to come and share that with you, because I was just like, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And the energies that I'm attracting, and I know where I'm going with it. And like I said, I got in bed last night and I really didn't know what to do with this book. And hi, everybody in chat, I've not really said anybody's names yet. And I was just writing a few things of how I felt last night, because I felt a bit, late last night, because I've just put a little heart in my tummy because I was on my moon day, just came on my moon day. I was like, oh, no wonder I'm feeling a bit tired. So I just did a woman who's like, self-love, it's okay, just chill out in bed, have a cup of tea. I did some art, got the little fairy energy realm in there, or angelic, that sort, my orbs in. I was just writing a little bit, I love doodling because it makes me feel good, so that's why I do it. And then late last night before I went to bed, I was drawing an orchid because they're my favourite flowers, and this fairy energy going on and whatever's going on there. And I just wrote down a few words saying, you are beautiful, I love you, my vibe is my mind set, meaning, what you think is what you are. When I am in a happy state, that energy ripples out all over. What you focus on is what you receive. And then I put moon magic, draw the energy of the moon with your intentions. I think that was it. Yeah, so that's why I like to journal stuff. I'm also started this one off ages ago. You can do like what they're called, vision boards. I decided to do a vision book and put all my bits in there, and nice little things that if you're feeling a bit meh, you can go and have a look in it and go, oh yeah, I remember writing this and putting this in there. And it's not many pages in. I need to stick bits in, and I do that when I want to do it. But I may be putting the moon bit in here and my intention, so I remember, a bit like a grimoire. And it's funny now because I look back, and this was from the other year, and I've only got a few pages, and it was about breathe, listen to the whispering within. I'm creating my world to be abundant, health, wealth, and happiness. And through my artwork, sending that vibration to everyone. This it's funny to read back. But that's what's beautiful about journaling. And then, if anyone remembers me doing this picture with a woman with a backpack on, releasing, allow your power. Don't let anyone steal your crown. Let go of the baggage that doesn't serve you anymore. Unload it and reload it with the fresh positive energies that help you rise your frequencies. And then I've put on the back of the pack, don't make your journey to your don't make your journey to your higher self. Oh, don't make your journey to your higher self heavy. And then in the backpack, it was like releasing all the crap that you don't need. And then it says just be. So these are good to make, and I'll be showing you. I'll be doing videos on this. And then this made me laugh because it's a routine I tried to get in the other year, and I just honestly couldn't get it in. But I know it's coming this year because I've been getting told you need to do this, you need to get your bits and bobs in. But it was just about a bit of a routine that was going on. And I've got my tarots at the bottom, which that's in, and some other things in. And then it was making me laugh because it must have been around near the time that I got with my fella, because I found this little picture, and I was just thanking the universe out there for the actual sharing a bit personal things in. Not that he's dead thingy or anything. I was just saying about him giving me lovely cuddles. While watching a film it was just a cuddle, that energy pass over. Oh, I was just like, oh my God. And then I put, I'm loving having a connection, one I feel a lot, and I love being a part of it. I am grateful for this experience. So I was putting that gratitude out there yet again. That is why it's good to journal, because you can look back and you're like, even in my artwork, I'm like, whoa, I was even saying that then, and I was drawing that thing, and that came in, and this came in, and I'm like, oh my God. So, hi to Crystal Fizz, Rainbow, Wizard, Deanie, Indigo Rays, who else is up there? Organic, Lois, Sue Pace, I can't see because the sun, To Unearth. No, I didn't say that, To Unearth. You've put some people aren't lurkers just because they don't chat. If you listen to what I said some people are lurkers, meaning they just listen, the good lurkers, and there's some lurkers in the background who just like to see what I'm doing to spread stuff. So, yes, I know that, and I did actually say that. This is when I say, I wish people would listen sometimes, but I didn't actually say that. I said there are lurkers that are good lurkers that are just there listening, and, they don't come into chat. I've said that before, so, it's all been said before. Archangel Michael, I'm not going all the way up top because I can't see. But yes, this is why people need to listen sometimes. This is why I always say, some people come in halfway through. Some people are not listening properly to what I'm saying, but I did actually say that. So, Yeah, indeed, it's so exciting. I've got to calm myself because of all this. Yeah, there's lots of stuff still going on about out there and this, that, and the other. Yeah, and it's all to do with perception. But personally, in my realm of consciousness, what's going on with me is bloody beautiful. I had a bit of a really flumpy evening yesterday, but that's fine because we do, and a bit of a flumpy funky morning this morning. Hi Renee, Renee's, I'm a good listener. Yeah, we've got the good listeners, the lurkers in the background, the good lurkers that are just sat chilling out and listening. You don't have to come in chat, but then I've got other lurkers as well. That's fine as well, because you're getting a bit of frequency whether you like it or not. But yeah, but I feel more energized now because I was just linking a few things up again. Come on to chat, you lot will give me a lot of energy. Because remember, we've got to build our energies up. But I'm just finding it absolutely frigging. Even though there's things in the world where, my mum's not seeing certain things that I see, and she's still caught up in the muggle world. I'll just call it the muggle world of the programming. she's not dead programmed, but it's like, it's hard to have conversations with my mum or anyone else who's well wrapped up in it. It's like, I can't even conversate. That's why I had to get back to her and go, Mum, I love you. I love you. When I see you, I'm going to give you a big cuddle. I'll be seeing you soon. You know, it's Mother's Day. I do love you. I appreciate it. But please don't go on about this, this and this, because I like, especially when it's Moon Day, because I don't know if you like me, but on Moon Day, the first day I feel really tired. The second day I'm a little bit more tired. A little bit snappy and grumpy in the morning, and then I'm fine. I'll be fine after today. But, yeah. And then seeing the Chiron video and everything totally making sense with my orbs, Archangel Michael energy, I'm like, oh my God, guided the right way. Whoop. Everything that I've believed in, thought about is all totally making sense in my realm of reality. It might not be in other people's realms of reality, and that's fine, but in mine that I'm creating, it's all there. So, thanks for coming in and saying hi. It's hard being a spanner. Hey, Red Pill feels well chuffed that he's in the Blue Spanner Brigade. I'm listening now to you on my big screen. Oh God, I better sit back. When people say that, I'm like, woo! Don't mess with me in the morning. Yeah, it was a bit like one of the... Well, it was dead funny because, you know, I'm just saying it as it is. It was dead funny because my fella last night went, don't come round tonight. And he went, what, do you not want me to come round? Wait, see, Welsh babes don't lurk around. They got me lovely lurkers. And they got me low vibrating lurkers. But you lot are the good lurkers. Good group here, very nice vibe. Yes, it is Sue Pace. You know, I'll tell the truth. I said to him last night, I said, oh, I won't bother coming round tonight because we just see each other on certain days, evenings, whatever. And I was like, oh, yeah. And he's like, why? I went, oh, I'm on my moon day. So we started laughing. I went, yeah. And Revel's in chat. I'm on Moon Day. It's like, he said, well, you're just saying that you don't want me to come around because you're a bit snappy. I went, yeah, no, you can come around if you want, but I'm just not in one of them moods today. I just feel like I need to go and sit on my bed, eat some chocolate. Women, you know, a bit naughty, but I just want to go and listen to something or draw. I can't be asked, basically. And he was like, that's fine. And started laughing. He said, basically, you're just saying, don't bother. And I'm like, yeah, just telling you as it is. But nothing to do with you, because it wasn't, you know, people could get offended. I went, nothing to do with you. It's just, I need to be in my zone of just like nothingness of, I cannot be bothered. And I feel like I might go bed early. And that's okay. And I thought I need to be in that energy of I just can't be bothered. Because I know when that comes in, because at first, sorry men, I was feeling a bit like, oh my God, I'm feeling a bit weird, like this isn't me, like I'm feeling a bit, and then, you know, like, energy slump. But then the thing happened and I came on my moon day and I was like, oh, that's wild, that's okay then. Because I just know it's to do with that, which, you know, when that cycle comes up, I do feel like that for the first day and a half, and then I'm fine. But because I knew it was that, you know, with certain things that go on with that, sorry men, I was just like, oh, it's just that. It wasn't anything else interfering in that way why I was feeling like that. And that's why I said you've got to look at why you're feeling energies come in. And I was like, oh yeah, it's just that, that's fine. And anyway, so what? New moon in Pisces on the 13th. When others say what's wrong, oops, shouldn't have done that. Yeah, so he was just like, no, it's all right. And I'll see him later on today. But I was just like, no, it's fine. Your aura has always been amazing, but this is the first time it's seen it vibrate like this. Really? I must have built it back up again. Well, it's always there, isn't it? Because I was feeling a bit this morning, but like I said, it was to do with that, so not bothered. And with that, I'm going to do let's do an angel abundance pull. The yak is in full, yeah. I just knew it would because of what I've just seen today and certain things that I was coming across and certain beautiful new people that I'm coming across. I know the energy's high. That's why I've been saying people going on about not being positive. Well, we can't sit in the nothing's happening, nothing's changing, and wanting to make you think that as like the Chiron video. Please go and listen to it on Above Duality, because that is the old way of thinking and we're coming away from that. You know, if you stay in that, you're staying on that timeline. I choose not to. Yes, the Yakatars. Yes, and I think Crystal Fizz. Yeah, I'm not sending these out till Monday now because the weather was bad this morning. But yeah, Woo! Breathing in that good ass. As Infinite Waters would say, my ales. Yeah, bring on the angels. Let's see what the angels have got to say today. But yeah, I'm quite happy with what's happened today. Even though it started off a bit blah. But for me, myself, and I on my journey with my journaling and stuff, I'm just like, yes. I'm going to be showing a lot more of that again, you know. And like I said, the lovely energy of this that someone's been asking about. It's beautiful to me, so I know other people will find it beautiful. Real good day aside from the commies in the White House. Yeah, well, you know, all that's going on still, Revel, and someone will be cycling right back round, if you get what I'm saying. Spring is in the air, resurrection time, woohoo! That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying anything at the minute, because people think that's a bad energy to be in, and it's not. It's a bad energy in the so-called conspiracy theories and truth movements if you don't actually come from certain things and just chill out a bit more, a little bit about it, and realise, just be aware. Because a lot of people shouting out again about, did you know this? I'm like, yeah, I'm aware of it, but I'm not screaming about it, because it's just a thing that's going on, because the structures down here have to be dismantled. So something in the physical has to dismantle it as well, with what we're pulling in as well, heaven on earth. So something has to look like something. Someone had to look like the fool in the tarot deck, didn't they? To the world, in the story of the world awakening that's happening. There's awakening that's happening within yourself, of your own little realm of consciousness, but this universe altogether, this world, has to have it manifested on earth. So how does it come in? This is what I don't get about people. They'll go, oh yeah, but we know about this. It's like, well, they look at that side and go, oh yeah, you know who I'm talking about, Mr. You know who. Oh yeah, but that's just that side of the darkness that always looks like it's getting in, and it isn't, because they've always been like, we know it's always been like that mostly, or the ones that got taken out. But this is different, and it is happening because the light is here. So obviously someone has to be from the light in a higher position, but oh no, he's working for this and he's doing that, and he was with this, that, and the other, and they're like, bejesus people, what the hell are you talking about? Couldn't even see it if it slapped them in the face. Needed this transmission. Thank you, Organic. I needed the transmission off Indigo Rays this morning, who reminded about the Chiron video, because I was chatting about something, and I had a bit of a cry this morning because my mum was just like some Nazi person this morning, which I do laugh about because of how she goes on sometimes, and I'm just like, well, I'm not, no. And that was fine. That's just because it's Moon Day, and I get a bit like that on Moon Day, so I did apologise to her, but she has to take responsibility for how she is sometimes, even though she's my mother, and she means well, but there's all that going on as well. And I've got my nana looking at me over there. Yeah, bejesus, they've got my nana looking at me over there. With Finn's blanket behind her when she was in a nursing home, if that's and passed in 2017 when I got under the whole you know what, and his little blanket when he was a baby, but yeah. It's that look. And she's got pink on, which, funnily enough, I was putting in my picture today because I see pink as a healing. And pink is the heart chakra as well. We know it's green, but it's also pink. It's a lot to do with, that's why I've always had a big piece of rose quartz. And she sat there with the big blue eyes. Yeah. It was weird. Well, it weren't weird when I think about it now. When she passed over, what am I looking for now? Oh yeah, the pink. No, it's not this one. She turned, because I was very close to my nana. She turned around and said, "It's not what you think it is." I'm thinking that now. I'm like, that's what at the time I was like, "Oh, what she got?" She went, "It's not what you think it is." See the pink. There's a bit of pink round here. I don't know if it's picking up on camera. She said it. She said to me before she passed. And some people could say she wasn't all there, but she just looked at me and went, "It's not what you think it is." And when she was in hospital, obviously they said she was hallucinating with certain stuff because she saw certain things coming down the walls and this, that and the other. But she said, it's not what you think it is. Now I think, oh shit, Sherlock. Phew. High froze moment. So yeah, I'm supposed to be getting a card here, aren't I? I don't even know what time it is. What time is it? I don't know. Oh, is it that time? And it was dead funny because the other day, talk about Archangel Michael, I got 11 in, I looked at my clock, it was 11, and I went to bed and looked at my clock and it was 11, and I was like, well, okay, yeah, 11, 11. Oh. Oh, clear depths, this one says. Talk about the unicorn the other day, see the little unicorn? It says, your self-care involves removing the heavy burden of financial and emotional debts from your life. You already feel lighter and freer just by facing this topic and making a plan to clear present obligations and avoid future ones as well. Like we just said with the new moon in Pisces on the 13th is about writing it down, what didn't work, what you want to come in, letting go of what you don't want, and then writing your goals down for the new future that is here. I'm going to do a bit of earth magic as well. Where's that just gone? I don't believe we are all here by coincidence. Are we? No, we're not all here by coincidence at all. It's a divine plan. Definitely a divine plan. Just like you know who said, nothing is a coincidence. So most of us agree with that. So I'm going to do the earth magic. See what we're getting. Like I said, as I was going around the supermarket, and that song came. Oh, where's that gone? That song came in. Nothing stays the same. Just cracked me up. I was smirking my head off around the supermarket with everyone with the masks on. I was just like, oh. Ooh, Milky Way. Oh. Oh yeah. Well, we've got the Milky Way, the cave, and the meadow. So we've got the Milky Way is perspective, which is what it is all about. And it's funny because I got these little things through the door today. They're just little cheap things, whatever. And it made me laugh because it's got the infinity sign on. A little heart for today when I was feeling a bit meh. This world, or you could say globe. If you look at it that way, you could say globe. If you look at that, I could say flat realm. Realm! And then it had a little love bracelet on it. I thought, yeah, you got to remember self-love. Venus today on a Friday. And a little turtle. And that's a very beautiful spiritual meaning. And that just made me smile because of something to do with that I'll tell you another time. But perspective. And then we've got the cave sanctuary. We've all been in the energy of the sanctuary, you know, hiding away, looking at certain things, the sanctuary of yourself. But also this, obviously, the person in the cave is drawing on the walls, you know, all these prophecies, all these things that have come in. I'm drawing in my books to leave my legacy of my artwork, but communicating why we've been in sanctuary, communicating with what? Self, source. Also the meadow, because it's springtime, if what's going on. But people are going to feel a bit of does this say what I think it says? Is that vulnerability? Or is it just me? Volt. Hang on a minute. No, me being a bit dyslexic. I'm like, what? What? VUL. But, you know, I think, you know, we're looking for new ways and like the meadow, springtime, new things coming in. Some people do feel like a bit vulnerable when things are new. But is that what it says or am I just... Well, that's what the card says. Anyway, as to me, not the... Yeah, vulnerability. Yeah. So, I don't know, it just looked weird then. Why did it look weird to me? But obviously, like we've just said, with what's coming with the rebirth within us as well, and the new world, golden age, whatever you want to call it, doesn't really matter as long as it resonates with you. Is there's a lot of people that are going to be like, oh, the new, I don't want to go to the new because I'm scared because I don't know what it is or what it looks like. I'd rather just stay where I am because at least I'm used to it. Even if it's crap, I've said this before, even if it's crap, they just feel it's comfortable, and because it's familiar. So they don't, it's like, I know there's all this beautiful new energy, and I know within myself we are on it and we're going there, and I know it's going to be beautiful as we work towards this, as we work toward our self-development with the self-development of what's coming. The only thing I don't know is I don't know what it's going to look like, or like what foot, like whatever, but I just know it's going to be amazing and beautiful. And I think it's going to be more amazing and beautiful than I could ever imagine, because I don't think I can imagine actually what, like, I mean, I can, but there's the truth in that, as I know I don't know how it's going to come in or look like, but what I do know is what I feel it's going to be. And it's going to be beautiful. And people say the time scale, I don't look into that. It's just is what it is. And we're just working as we go along, as people will say out there, not about getting to the top of the mountain, just enjoying the journey on the way. I know, because I can feel it, and I can feel it's going to be beautiful. Don't know what it's going to look like properly, or what form it's going to take, or who, or what. Just like God's source, just like the universal source, the omnipresence of that creator. I don't know what it looks like, but I can see certain energies and feel the love of God, goddess, source, universe, whatever you want to call it, many different names. That, and I'll just call it source because it is feminine and masculine together. It is just I don't know. It's not like, I can feel it. I can feel it. So I'm not saying, oh God, yes, it is this big, like, it's hard to explain what it is anyway, but I feel it. I feel it, and it's within as well. Yes, Dolly Daydream, it's going to be beautiful. Shine a world filled with miracles, unconditional love and God's protection. Exactly. And that's what I know I've been getting off Archangel Michael's been a lot of protection as well. So for me, myself and I, my higher self and I, it's just been like I said, you can have your days where you feel tired. I felt like that yesterday and a little bit this morning. I'm souped up in energy again now. But that's okay. Because I know that's just to do with other things, but that's fine. But as the skies are going bluer, I'm still finding it amazing, even in the times where you're feeling a bit tired or a bit like, because like we all know, we are in a war. We've been in it for a while, but we're not in the war of battling it out and then it's not going to change. It is, and the light is here, and that's why there's a lot of stuff going on. It's not, but I just know it's going to be beautiful. And we can't work on time and all that because it's linear, so it's like, whatever, just get that out of your head. Imagine, laugh out loud, not shine. Oh yeah, imagine and our world. Oh yeah, shine a world. Well, shine a world, imagine a world. To me, the turn looks like a glass globe clock in my head or vision. Yeah, and that's what I mean, like froze moments, you'll see it as something, someone else will see a vision of what they see it looks like, and so on and so forth. And this is why people get mixed up and they want to call other people out like, oh, and it's like everyone sees it. It's the same thing, but everyone will probably picture something slightly different. Mine, and a message I got a while back was, it was a sphere. It was a bit like an orb, Earth. It was, Gaia was bright white, and I mean bright white, where if you took yourself away and you had the perspective of looking down or looking at it like a realm or whatever it was bright white light, Gaia turning into a star basic, but it was healing light. And as I said before, you are going to heal and help others heal. But when I saw it from out, looking at Earth, it was just a bright white light, and it was beautiful. Because that bright white light holds all the light anyway, so all the colours of the rainbow. So it was healing. It was so beautiful. And I got told, no, you're not going anywhere. Yeah, like a crystal, you're not going anywhere. You're going to heal and you're going to go back and help people heal. That was the message that I got. So I know certain things that have been linking up for me personally on my path are making more sense now. And I'm like, oh my God, yes. You know, it was like my crystal that's hanging in the window now. It's translucent and white, but when I'm looking through it for the sun, it's got purple, but it's got all the colours of the rainbow in it, because white light does. You know, all the colours, if you mix them up and spun them really fast, would be white. So I've been having chopper over at the house during the night. Kind of strange. Oh, I had one the other day. Yeah, a big black one. It was a bit little like bloody werewolf. What diddle a dun diddle a dun diddle a dun. We are all going to be helping heal the. Yeah. I've been saying this for ages. Because those in the right mindsets will be able to help the other people coming through, or still a bit lost at the. Even there's truthers out there that still need healing, because, like I said before, I've been in the people put me in the so-called truthing community, or the what is it, the conspiracy thing, but I'm not in those rabbit holes I came up. It is part of the shift, and we are the shift. You are the shift. It's just if you get stuck there and don't move from it, to realise other things, even though it is part of the manifestation of what's happening here, and it has to, like I said, you can't say what form it's coming in, but there's a lot of people that, you know, still shout out about certain stuff. Not that it's not happened, it's just that, yeah, you've got to come to the other side of it as well. But that's for those people on their path, that's what they're doing. Like, someone got in contact with me today and said, have you seen the protests in London, or I can't remember what it was, something blah, 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 blah. Have you been to one? And I went, no, I don't go to protests. I'm not a protest person. I went to one, Paul Boys, to see the energy, which was beautiful, and he's brilliant, and he had thousands there. And I said, no, I went to see the energy. I'm not a protester. I never have been, and I never will be in that sense. My job isn't to do that. It's for other people to do that if they think that's right for them. But they're good, but, you know, they've been better, but there is still a bit of an insidious people in them realms. I don't mean the people who are doing the thingies like Paul, but a few things I heard going on when I went, but no, that's not for me. It's not for me. I never was, and I never will be. That's not my thing. It's other people's things, because that's what they're here to do. It's not mine. So I'm not saying it's wrong. Hi, Jimmy. I need to get some of the paint you're using, Dolly. All the colours mixed from the rainbow gradually turn into brown on my. Yeah, mine do, but you've got to let the layers dry, haven't you? That's what I've learned. Because my fella does it all the time. It's human, and they just mix it into brown. Got to let the layers grow. They're just normal little tubes of acrylic. Nothing thingy. It's because of the mass of light condensed into such a narrow band. Yeah, the thing is, crystal fizz, we all do, and then you just come to that thing, like I said this morning, there's some people you can't help. It's like my mum. She knows certain bits, but you just have to do you and just shine it out, and, you know, their time's coming, and you'll be there for them, like we've always said, and that's what people have got to get their head round, basically. But yeah, it's just not nice to see, as we know it's not nice to see, because, you know, it's frustrating. It is frustrating, not gonna lie, it's frustrating, but the more you focus on, you know, getting frustrated about that and other people, the more you're not working on yourself. So you've just got to do, it's free will, you see, it's free will. They see what they see through their perception. It doesn't matter, you all should know by now, it doesn't matter how you bang on about it, they will see what they want to see. And a lot of people, if you're doing something in the opposite, sometimes people just do it because they don't want to seem, you know, it's a bit like a defence. You know, if they feel like you're attacking them, and they go into defence, so they don't want to listen and they don't want to look, even if maybe they know sometimes, like, no, they feel like they're being attacked. So as long as you do you, and just be, you know, be kind around them, and just try and, like, you know, shine your light. And but the thing is, they have their own free will to see and think what they want, and if they are caught up in other stuff, it's free will. So you can only, like I said, if people look at you and go, oh, why are you so happy because this and this is happening, then you can say because blah blah blah. If they're too caught up in the news, they're not going to feel like that. Yeah, I know, you know what I mean, and everything. So but like I said, being real, it is frustrating. probably watching now, but I know about all the stuff, but that person is way too into it, which is making... Yeah, because like I said, you can get into the movements, which there's nothing wrong with it, but when you know if you're too into it, it is a distraction. It's a bit like Magenta Pixie was saying the other day. There's two things to it. It can be a distraction. I know about it. I'm very aware. I went right down there and had a bit of a fumble down there and I screamed out about a few things. But I also realised it's not because it isn't a thing and it's not good. It's just if you're too in depth in it and you're not going working on yourself because you're too into that, that's all you're going to see. And then people get mad about it. And then that's what Red Pill Phil said when he used to go on certain protests, especially in London. London, that's high energy place for, yeah, as we know what London, DC and the Vatican is, as in the energy around there strong. I realise what people are doing when they're up in that energy, especially if it's angry energy, because then sometimes they're not seeing the thing behind it. But I know most of you know what I'm talking about. And that's why I say people go on at me because they think I'm in there. It's like, no, I'm aware of what's going on and I'm very aware of what's about to happen. But I choose at the minute to be doing my thing like I do until certain other things come in, until, I don't know, whatever I'm supposed to talk about. But it's just not being, it's being aware of that. See, people get upset because they're like, oh, the children, all this, that, and the blah, 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 blah. And it's like, yeah, but there's nothing you can do about what happened then. It's all about the now. And it's all about we're not going in the anger mode. We've been holding that in, if you know what I mean, because you can't get too lost in that, because that's when they want us in that, and that's when things happen and people turn on each other, which is what's happening now all over. Because, you know, divide and conquer is what they've been trying to do, but it ain't working. It isn't working. There's a lot of it about, but it isn't working. I used to live in London, hectic. Yeah, because London it's even on the you know who map. London is... That has been the Rothschilds with the Vatican and the DC. I don't know what's going on in DC. And it's that energy of those in control. That's like the pyramid, you know. Because of the House of Saud as well. But yeah, that's why you'll get a lot of quite strong energy in those places, dark energies. A bit like the Democrats in DC. You've got the Vatican and then you've got London. So, where does the Queen reside? So, just saying. And that is no way offending people in London. That's saying there's a lot of dark energy down there. You know, that's fact at the end of the day. Why do you think Guy Fawkes wanted to, you know? Just saying. But yeah, that's why you've got to be careful about the energies that are coming in the realms that you're in, where you live, who you're speaking to, who you let in, what you're watching, because they're not all your thoughts. There's a lot of energy coming off other people and other things, because everything is energy. Haven't seen you this on fire for a while. Who, me? Oh, well, I don't know what's happened. You know, I'm normally quite like, I don't know. It must be that. It must be that energy of Archangel Michael I was just talking about before, of the courage and the truth and the throat chakra. But that's what I see, you know. And that's why, you know, I do stand up and say what I say, because what can I say? Those that know. Those that don't, fair enough. Those that feel offended, you'll have to feel offended. Those that are watching that don't agree or don't like me anyway shouldn't be watching. There's one of them. Oh my God. Does anyone else think this whole Harry thing is just to take the heat off Andrew? Yeah, I do think it's a bit of a distraction. I think Magenta Pixie put something out the other day. But there's other things going on with that. Everything's layered. It's also a bit of a marker for, UK, it's our time, UK. I also, with Harry at the minute, I'm a bit like, Magenta Pixie says something, I'm a bit like, apparently, I'm not saying this is true, apparently there was always a pact that was made with Princess Diana and her sons. Now, did they get them to break away to start telling on that family, the firm, as they call it, because they are a firm? Or, I don't know, there's so many different ways. Not everybody's bad, but they've been in situations where the control was high and they couldn't get out. That also goes for celebrities. We all know this. When people start going on the truth path community, they shout out every celebrity. We all know it's not every celebrity. or celebrity have got involved, and yes, they have done stuff, but the control was very, very high, and they didn't see any way of getting out. A bit like Britney Spears and all that when she shaved her head, and what they're saying about her now. You've got to remember where these people have come from and what families they've been brought up in, and they could probably never see a way out. So, I've said this before, there will be compassion and forgiveness in certain areas of certain things, not the ones who definitely knew what they're doing, got themselves in these situations and didn't know. People just think everybody's bad who's in the media or in this or in the government. It's not everybody in the government, it's not everybody in media, it's not everybody, it's not every celebrity. Do you know what I mean? When people go down the track of that, it's just like, no. It's like what everyone says, humanity's just over, humanity's bad, we're all evil, we have no compassion. I've seen people say that, no, it's just all doomed. It's like, hang on a minute, you're saying that, but then there's people talking about, like we do. It's like, no, they're the people who are stuck in the old structures. Everything's bad. I thought we were in duality, so if everything's bad, it can't be everything's bad, can it? Just saying. And if they have to put the act on to hide what they know, it's a strange place to be in. Yeah, couldn't imagine. And yeah, and the handlers and everything. And we all know about this stuff, it's been going around a lot, and they're falling anyway, those handlers. And like, they knew stuff, and then people have tried to speak out. We know what happened even a few years back, way back in the past when it was rife. What happened to those people? Why people like Tupac and certain people, loads of different people were silenced. We all know this. And that's when people say there's nothing new under the sun. No, there isn't. But that's when people say there's nothing new under the sun. So you'll think something's coming in, and it's not really. It's a new world order taking over again. No, it's not. There's nothing new under the sun with all that information. Yes, what people are coming across now, there's people out there who seem to think they don't want people to find out about it. There's nothing new under the sun. We were looking at this years ago. Yeah, but some people weren't, and they're coming across it. But the thing with that is, yeah, there's nothing new under the sun with that information. But I'll tell you what is different under the sun. This energy that's coming in now is totally different from so many years ago, or centuries ago. It's new, it's fresh, it's happening, it's coming in, and this is going to stop. And it's not something coming in the disguise of something pretending it's good, so we all think we've won. No, it's different. And if people want to think it isn't, that's up to them in their realm of consciousness, but it's not mine. Not mine at all. Like I say, if people want to be in that, that's up to them. They have free will, and they can be in any state of consciousness they want to be, but that's not mine. It's cool, Nikki. Morning. What conversation? I don't know. Changed. I don't even know what I put on the title. I haven't got a clue. Not mine. Yeah. If that can of worms gets opened anymore, we will be in trouble. One doesn't want that, darling. What? It was cool. I don't know what you're all talking about, but yeah. So I'm gonna have to go because you've given me a bit of good ass energy, and I hope I've given it back. And I'm just gonna do singing bowl because it nearly went off yesterday when I was doing it. I don't think it looked dark on your side, but it's like the light went off it. I was like, what's going on? But yeah, let's give you a bit of breathing in deep from the tummy. I've got green on today as well, and matching all there with the getting a bit of green on, green energy going. So we'll breathe in deep from the tummy. We'll do it 3 times. Birds tweeting. Heart chakra. So just breathe. You can breathe in when you want, but just breathe in. Maybe hold it in for 4 or 5 seconds, and then breathe out. But breathe in deep, then breathe it, blow it all out. Breathe in this frequency. So let's go. And go. As many times as you feel. I need to give my mum some Reiki, shall we? Papa tell me. Thought I'd give me a bit of that. So, I feel a lot better. Awesome. Thanks for being you. Thank you lot for being you lot. A saying I heard the other day, it's not the light at the end of the tunnel that's the illusion. It's the tunnel that is. Exactly. The light's always been there. Oh, yeah. Anyway, thanks all for coming in. I'm not going to shout your names off because I can't be bothered. I'm just being truthful now. I'll have to go all over. I'm thinking, everyone who's there, thanks for a lovely super high vibe chat. Love you all. Keep them high vibes. Yeah. So, yeah, thanks all for coming in. I'm just going to be trying to finish off my paintings, but I've got to order some stuff to finish them off and didn't realise. So, yeah, whatever. But I'll just get to the bits that I'm doing. Remember, full moon, Pisces new moon on the 13th. Remember, get a notebook, or even if you don't do that, it's good if you do because you're getting everything out. Write down what you don't want, what didn't work for you, writing what the new things that you want, the new things that you want in your life, right? You're going to be putting them intentions down. You're going to be thinking about them intentions all day on the 13th, and you're going to keep putting it out because that's what that energy of a new moon is used for. And Pisces is the 12th house in the cycle, if you get what I'm saying. The last cycle, we're going out the Piscean age, it's the last cycle. So we're going into something new. And not that new cycle, we're all back into the old cycle. Yeah, but not the doom and gloom cycle. And Pisces, if you go and look at a lot of people saying it's highly spiritual. So it's the highly spiritual age that, so put them intentions out there. What you want to bring in. Because this is all about your spiritual path. What you want to bring in. Not what you don't want to bring in. And you've got to release it. Because if you don't, you're just letting all the other, that energy still with you when you can't. Because if you want a new world and a new way and a new you, you've got to release all the baggage. I've been saying this for ages. I've been doing that. I've seen people doing it. I've seen people who are still not doing it. It's about releasing it. If you want a new life, as in new things coming in, new energy, you can't, this teapot, I'm not saying I've released absolutely everything, but I'm saying if this is full up to the top, how can you pour more gorgeous green tea in and manuka honey in? But if you start releasing that, pouring it away, not that I'm going to be pouring this away, it will start going down, and then you'll have a new clear, empty vessel to fill yourself up with more beautiful energy, and then you can pour that in your cup and drink it, and then you can fill your vessel up, because this is your vessel. That is you. That is you. A teapot. Don't have to be a teapot, but you know what I'm saying, a vessel. You are the vessel. And it's a bit like, this is a filter, this is just coming in now. How you put your own loose teas in there. What are you putting in there? What loose teas are you putting in? Are you putting good ass kick ass energy in there? Because whatever goes in that little filter filters out inside you, all around your body vessel. Oh my god, this looks like a tourist field. There you are, and there's your little, do you know what I'm saying? There's your little I don't know. That's what I see. Anyway, me with me. What I see. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm going to go because I've been yakking for ages. I need a bit of chocolate because it's moon day and you know what it's like, women. Sorry, but not sorry. I'm a little teapot. Yes, you're all little teapots. What are you going to fill your teapot up with, eh? So, yeah, I'm in that high vibing energy now, which will be good because my fellow will be glad to know that. But this is how we do it, you see. And we are all here to experience as many different types of tea as we can. Exactly. There's loads of tea bags out there, or loose teas, or whatever it is that you drink. And that's what it's all about. You are God, goddess, in physical form, experiencing everything because they wanted to experience everything through you. So be the light and don't let anyone dim it, and keep going and keep joining your dots up on your path and get your good ass energies out there and your intentions on the 13th of the Pisces new moon. I will be asking you all. So have a great weekend because I definitely won't be seeing you. You know what I'm like at all. I was like, I'm not coming on, and then I come on because I can't help it. When you want to say something, you need to say it. So have a great, fabulous weekend. I think I'm going to see my dad tomorrow. Waxman, so that'll be interesting, I think. So, yeah. Be aware. Keep your vibrations up. Don't let people take it down. Like my mum took it a bit down yesterday, but I had to reflect and go, no, not having it.
Do everything that keeps you in the good vibrations. And I will see all you teapots next week. Bye.